could think about that, but I mean,
yeah, I see what
it
you
requires
mean. There needs to be some kind of symbolism to interpret, and
some kind of symbolism or some kind of iconography.
Right, at a certain level of abstraction, like with your example, throwing paint on a canvas.
That's a bit too abstract to find
to interpret,
unless you actually like experiment with form or shape.
That's a good cup of coffee. Sorry about all of that. I'm just back from my court date at the Mutant Court, and as you can probably tell from the blood and all, it did not go particularly well. Unlike your own legal system, which is ruled by a system of overseers who all have a shared hypermind and thus make decisions simultaneously, mutant courts are ruled by cannibal mutants who have competing interests with each other. They form factions and things of that nature, cause them to fight among themselves until issues become what are called political to them. I know you have no understanding of politics, having any part of that, which is good. So you see certain issues among the mutant courts, they become what are called political. And this means basically that the supporters of one of the cannibals or hypermutants who have a seat on the human court, the political judges to them. One of these judges, their supporters, have decided that an issue is important to them, which I realize is a strange concept to you class of children. For whom everything is equally important, therefore equally unimportant. Therefore life is a drawl, but one in which you're safe and sound and will not be murdered. See, because of the concept of importance and value, the concept of importance and the concept of value leads people to have competing interests. Because if there's one thing which I say, oh, this is nice Panera Bread coffee, which is probably the one good side of you having a chance to be on the surface for the purpose of trial, for the preparation of my trial, for lawyers, because as you can see, I already had it down here when I was thrown back into my little cave. I'm apart from the world above and the world below, and free just so I'm in the cave. That's a metaphor, by the way. Element of narrative, element of storytelling. See, politics, literature, it's all one. It's all knowledge. All one field knowledge. They should not have different departments of knowledge. Knowledge is just knowledge. It is the absolute read Hegel. So the point is that what happens is these certain members of the mutant community up above, they find certain things to be important, and they associate the important things with the particular judges in positive or negative ways. And so, for example, you have certain judges associated with certain important things, and so then basically it's sort of like a feedback loop. Because so if say the supporters of Shran, who is one of the judges who voted to have me executed, say that Shran has also helped secure good water supplies. So Shran associated with good water supplies. And so the good water supplies, the yay good, that's a value thing. Yay good is a value thing. I know it might seem weird to you, but yay good. That's the thing I've been doing is it's a value thing, because it teaching you about the horrors up above. So Dran is associated with good because of the water, which is associated with good because we don't have as much clean water as you do down there as an infinite. And so then when Dran says kill Voog, that's then associated with positive to the Dran people. Now for the Nolans, now for certain. And so then that leads to a chain effect where kill Voog through Dran, through the person of Dran, through the person of Dran, who exists as sort of only as a connector. So it's dehumanizing, which means it's worse than down below. So then through the figure of Dran, the person, Good becomes associated with execute Voog. And so then you have people saying, well, I like water, and water is associated with kill Voog, so kill Voog. And so I go to the courtroom trial, and already the common folk are saying, yeah, kill Voog, and that's not good for my case, which I'm going to make, which is essentially the case is not kill Voog. That is essentially the case. I can argue for it in certain ways, like they're saying that when I killed that one person, they weren't really a person because they were a mutant. Although that didn't go over well. Or I could argue for it if so it's like a weird sort of self-defense-y kind of thing. Say these strange laws where sometimes you can do violence. But all of those are just sort of particular ways of formatting the content, and the content is don't kill Voog. But unfortunately, that content has already been put in the people. It's already in the form of opposition to clean water, clean, fresh, available water. So, it is society's fault that I'm going to be executed. That is hot survival tip number 18, which is don't have society turn against you, because society is basically everyone. So if society turns against you, that means basically everyone is turned against you. And then you cannot do basic things of commerce that are necessary to survive in the world up above, the world of horrors. Number 19 as well, avoid commerce if possible, because it is a sign that you are in the bad place. Good places don't have to do commerce because everything just is there. So the real meat of the episode for today, because we're talking about, well, last time I already got a chance to talk about the criminal justice system, which is now unjustly persecuted me for murder. Murder which did for perfectly justified reasons, which they just are predisposed to dislike. So the thing is that if it is not, it's partially related to the fact that the criminal justice system relies on society up here, as opposed to down there, where very much purely just overseers who are above it all, and for whom the difference between the judges of the mutant society is that they are part of society, whereas the overseers down below, they are above society. Society is a part of them. And so it's a very different situation going on, where with up above, judges, society, whereas down below, overseers, society. You see how it works? It's very different. It's a very different way of doing things. Fortunately, though, the way of doing things down there, in the context of up here is yet good, although the context of down there is flat and neutral, or actually really it is beyond flat neutral. So if you would imagine yet good, flat neutral, no bad, and then what it is down there is like this. It's more like this. So it brings together all of them into just sort of a gray goo that is very friendly and helpful and keeps you safe and sound and protected. But the question then is, if in one case we have society judges, in another case we have overseers society. The question is then how do we take the society and go switcheroo? How do we make the switcheroo? Because doing it in one motion like this, so it might seem like that is one motion, but if you think about it, Zeno's paradox is actually infinite motions. Zeno's, because of Greek people, that is number 20. You are capable of performing infinite motions because of Greek people. So always remember that. in a sort of survival situation, keep that in mind, that you're not really doing I emotions. Well, you're doing many emotions. You're doing an infinite number of emotions in order to move anywhere because of Greek people. So the task for today then is how to formulate at least one particular of those infinite stages to go from this. See, to go from this, to go from no to yes. Well, to go from no / yes / neutral to overarching all but none. Like how do we do that? It's a question. Now this question, of course, is a universal question involving the evolution of society as a whole. It seems strange to suggest that with a particular state, in this case, the independent city-state of Voogopolis, which is fantastic, couldn't even do anything towards that state. However, as we saw from the Greeks, is only from the individual motions that we get whoa. And so even though it is an infinite number of the individual motions, it is still made up of the individual motions, because if not, then how can it be? That is survival tip number 21, which is to always look to physics and nature for your inspirational metaphors, because there are lots of things in nature and physics, such as human beings and other things, so it is seemingly infinite wealth of things to use for inspirational metaphors. I'm going on and all about how the universal, the infinite, all that sweet jazz is made up. It's another example. The sweet jazz is made up of individual notes. Just another example of how nature, in this case, jazz, can provide inspirational metaphors, which is the jazz itself is an infinite motion through which the world gradually goes from creation without lotsomeness to woe, to death, inevitable death, nothingness, and that's all made for individual notes, and that's what we call jazz. I'm immortal. I'm saying that. I'm just gonna say it right now. You don't get rid of all this pretense, get rid of all this nonsense, this baloney. Get to the real meat of the issue, because baloney is not real meat. House Survival Tip number 22, just blazing through them. House Survival Tip number 23, when you're trying to avoid something, don't blaze through the things preventing reaching it, because the things that are preventing you from reaching it prevent you from reaching it if you don't want to go there. If you don't want to go to that place, the beyond place. If you don't want to go to that place, don't blaze for the things that are getting you there. And that's Hot Survival Tip number 23. I'm immortal. Mutant Council, remember this. Up above, I know you listen to this or watch it somehow. Pay very close attention. Remember this. You may try to execute me. You may have seen that you have seen that you've hurt me before, but it's the same thing with no. See, the Greeks are wrong. Remove that. See that? Hot Survival Tip number whichever number it was, is invalid now because the Greeks were wrong. Because each particular but the Greeks were wrong. It's not universal. Well, it's not Hot Survival Tip number 24. That's Hot Survival Tip number 21. A is that not everything is universal. Not everything is a law. So while, for example, for motion and jazz, it is the case that particular moments make up an infinite motion. For the mortality, it's not the case because Voog is immortal. So even though you've hurt me, Voog, you've made steps along the way to whatever. You're never gonna reach the end because Voog. So, you'd have to. Because in this particular case, individuals cannot make up a universal. So, for motion is different because otherwise things would be weird, not work, or else either one of those is wrong. Either you don't have individual moments, and those are just imposed on a continuum by the human observer, or Or the motion itself is what's important to the observer, and they're just moments. So think about this: if there are only moments and not emotion, then in what sense am I dying? And in what sense is it more true that I'm dying than that I'm being born every moment? That's uplifting. Hot survival tip number 24 being hot survival tip number 24. I owe it to my loyal viewers, to my crew. I owe it to adding about 5,000. I don't owe it anything to them. They're not people. My loyal viewers, they may or may not exist. I don't know who's sending me these things. It might just be one person who doesn't really like me. Well, since it's that genuine human connection, I don't owe anything to anyone. I can do whatever I want. This is my show. I have infinite responsibility for it in a finite individual. How does that work? Infinity inside an individual. That's like the judges. You know what? Judges are right. It's up with judges. You're killing me. But up with the judges. Because up with judges as a metaphor. That is hot survival tip number 24. You don't have to like a thing to make it a metaphor of a yay. I do not like the judges because they're killing me, and that is against my vested interest in what I consider what is important, what has value to me. Number one thing that has value to me is my life, and they're removing that. I just went on a long tirade, a long bit there about lots of different things, about judges, about overseers, about the human interaction, about valuation of things and valuation of and meta-valuation. All sorts of, that was a long tirade of things. Long tirade of things. You know what, viewers, you may not be viewers, you may not exist, you may not be real viewers, you may just be product of Voog's imagination or something that the government, that the overseers in the have sent up to me in order to affirm in order to maintain the values of the state. Might be some other thing. So I'm going to be killed or die. What difference? Well, killed has a human meaning. Died is just a thing that happens. So that's a major difference between the two. But big thing, no matter what, is that in that case I'm no longer here to do the Voog show. So I am here. I'm not going to do this weird just mortality talk that I've been doing this much. I'm not going to be doing. Don't want to be doing this. Don't want to be doing this thing where I talk about Greek's continuums. That's not the Voog show. I want to be doing the Voog show in the final days before I die. Since new time, the Voog show has been a thing, and it has been about people living in Columbus, Ohio, getting Panera Bread, clean water, and coffee. It's a high quality coffee. I'm sure the water's clean too. I haven't had it in a while. It's about those things. And that's what it has been about since the second beginning of time. And you know what those things are? That is the Voog show. Those are my experiences at Voog. Fundamentally, those are those things the Voog show is about are my experiences as Voog. Specifically as Voog. So the Voog show is really the material expression of the Voog. Even when I die, and my body's just sort of like kind of like a conduit for which mine does actions. And what those actions do, they modify the environment. What modification are most particularly Voog, most clearly go from the brain to environment. It is the files stored on floppy disks that are the Voog show. So I'm not going to let the judges make me the little scary mortality and lead to talking about Greeks all the time. No, I'm going to keep talking about living in Columbus, Ohio, and surviving the scary buffalo as best as I can, drinking coffee. So those are my Voog experiences and the direct expression, and the direct expression is in the Voog show, and that's going to survive even after I die. So So really, I have no reason to fear death because this is merely a vessel, and what it's delivering and what its vessel for is for ideas to enter into this thing, which is called the Voog show. So do your best, judges, because you cannot destroy the Voog show. You destroy this, you can destroy this, you can't destroy this.
Silence is nice, but I don't sleep in quiet bed. I sleep outside my house because I'm with. Sleeping in warm bed is nice, but I don't sleep in my warm bed. I sleep in winter yard because I'm wet.
They decided they're sick of these weirdos down below. Sick of those weirdos. And they cut the crystalline wires, and you know what happened? They floated away, died horribly. It was a terrible thing, and that led to the Dark Ages. Very true.